Hello, good afternoon, my dear students. How are you all? Welcome to one more amazing session from Infinity Lane by Sri Chaitanya. मैं हूँ सुरेश, फैकल्टी ऑफ केमिस्ट्री. सिर्फ आपके लिए आज मैं पेश कर रहा हूँ बायोमोलिक्यूल्स नीट एनसीईआरटी लेवल टॉपिक डिस्कशन. So, hi, good afternoon. DKJ Dynamic will start. Good afternoon. How are you? How about your preparation? Went Deepavali well? Voice is not audible. Now please confirm my voice is audible or not. Now is that fine? Now is that fine? You please confirm. Can you able to see me? Can you able to hear me? Please confirm. Okay, please confirm, please come. No, wait, my tech team is working on that. 1 minute, 1 minute. 1 minute, my tech team is working on that. Yeah. Yes, it's working, it's low. Okay, you please increase this volume. Yeah. So, check with other students, please. Okay, dynamic, right. So बायोमोलिक्यूल्स काफ़ी इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है नीट एग्जामिनेशन के लिए. ये टॉपिक से कम आपका एक क्वेश्चन मिलेगा 4 मार्क के लिए, राइट. सो गेट रेडी, वी आर गोइंग टू डू बायोमोलिक्यूल्स स्पेशली फॉर द कार्बोहाइड्रेट केमिस्ट्री इन टुडेज क्लास, राइट बेटा. एंड सो फॉर एवरी ईयर नीट एग्जामिनेशन से आपका मिल रहा है एक क्वेश्चन बायोमोलिक्यूल से. So mostly we are getting the reactions of glucose and also structure of the glycosidic bonds and talking about mutarotation and also with glycosidic bond and hydrolysis products. So before going for this biomolecules आपके लिए मैं थोड़ा सा motivation के लिए हम पेश कर रहा हूँ. हम नीट से इन्फिनिटी लेन नीट बच्चों के लिए क्या कर सकते हैं. So I can show you the 4 students. You can see Himadyuti, Ashrita, Akil Verma, Satyanarayanan. So check your audio settings, and all. I already checked from my side. The audio is coming out. Please, other students, please confirm. The other students in the chat box, please confirm is my voice is audible or not. Yes. Now एक thumbs up and fire emoji. Okay, now you can see in 2023 and 2024 marks के लिए okay, your mic is correct. Okay, just check it once. अगर हाँ video audio is coming, only video. Not in this. Okay, you check it once. Okay, anyway, so we'll go ahead with this. So 2023 से 2024 तक कितना फर्क पड़ रहे हैं ये मार्क्स नीट एग्जामिनेशन से. ओके, सो 2023 से ये मार्क था एंड आफ्टर टेकिंग द क्लासेस विद इन्फिनिटी लेन ये बच्चों के लिए आश्रिता शी गॉट 661 एंड 351 मार्क्स का इतना मार्क बढ़ गया, ऑलमोस्ट डबल. And also see Himadyuti, she also got 330. Other video audio is coming. Okay, not this. Audio is issue. Let me check with other students because the other device in my side is also opened. It is coming like that. You have one problem. You please tell me. You tell me your problem. And Akhil Verma, he got 313 marks. You tell me 313 marks in 2023 and 658 marks with in 2024. There is an increase in 345 marks. Okay, and Himadyuti she got 310 marks, and 2023 and 2024. She got 342 marks. There is an increment of 342. You just see. And 2023 330 marks. I didn't recognize you. Hi Devansh. Arey beta, what is this? You change your name dynamic देवांश, why should I be forget you? सर नीट 2025 का पेपर टफ होगा? नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं होगा नितेश. देवांश, how are you? Devansh, how are you? One of my associate is also there, Mr. Devanshu. So it's very familiar name to me, and you are my previous students in the YouTube classes. You used to rock well in the exam, in the question discussion as well. Devansh, welcome to the session. Nitesh, welcome to the session. Let us start. And after seeing these 4 students, आपको क्या लग रहा है? आपको क्या लग रहा है? The score is almost double. That is the power of Infinity Learn lectures. That's good, beta. Topic ऐसे होता है. You can continue, please. And you can see many more students are there. Not only these 4 students, near about 100 students more than that secured the score like that. NEET का कट ऑफ हो गई. नीट का कट ऑफ मिलेगी एग्जामिनेशन करने के बाद. कट ऑफ आपको पता चलेगा बेटा. नीट का कट ऑफ एग्जामिनेशन का पहले नहीं तो पता चलेगा. ठीक है. एंड यू विल बी द नेक्स्ट आफ्टर दिस 4 स्टूडेंट्स ऑन द स्लाइड इन 2025 नीट एग्जामिनेशन के लिए. ओके, यू आर फ्रॉम इन्फिनिटी बैच. या आई रिकॉग्नाइज यू देवांश. ओके, लेट अस कंटिन्यू. B2. So I recognize you, Devansh. B2 batch का है ना? Anyways, let us continue the lesson, right? Let's not spamming and let's focus on the concept that we discussed, right? Right. And anyways, crack your NEET examination by simply like and share and subscribe these sessions, right? And also NEET Infinity Learn app is there. In that app you will be getting all live classes, mock tests, create your own test, and 24/7 doubt removals on the app itself. And also you will be having Infinity Learn. We are having the social media, okay, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and everywhere. For that I just want to take Infinity Learn Telegram channel. This Telegram channel provides you daily quizzes and session schedules and session, हर क्लास का सेशन नोट्स भी आपको मिलेगा. दिस इज ओनली ओके फॉर मी टू अटेंड द थ्योरी. यस, ऑफकोर्स थ्योरी सब में एक ही होता है ना बेटा देवांश. एंड असाइनमेंट, हर दिन असाइनमेंट्स हैं एंड मेनी मोर आर देयर. सो डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में आपका लिंक है, एक बार दबाओ, ए लिंक पकड़ के आपको मिलेगा. एंड आल्सो India's first artificial intelligence driven academic program is there with Infinity Learn on the Meta app. Scan the QR code and you can download it, and many more facilities that are available. Live online sessions by expert faculty and test and paper analysis, and also flashcards for the quick revision and mock test and practice test. Everything is available according to your convenience. And also conceptual videos are there, pre-recorded videos are there, self-study, learn, practice and revise according to the observations by the students and the performance by the students. AI is going to drive you. And also doubt resolution sessions 24/7 driven by AI. Anything, anytime, anywhere you ask, you are going to get the answers, and everything is there. Now आजकल AI बहुत ज़्यादा चल रहा है ना, और understand. Now India's largest scholarship examination, score examination, and this score examination is India's largest. ये कैसे? India's largest examination means, why it is India's largest? Because you are getting scholarship worth of 1 crore rupees का है. Depending upon this score and benchmarking, you will be having study setup, laptop भी है, and educational allowances भी है, up to 100% scholarship भी है. And also you will be having this score examination. You may be related to Infinity Learn or not. You may be studying somewhere, some college or some school. Still you can still eligible to write the score examination, that is purely online, sitting at home, and you can write it. And while it in the description box, in the pinned messages, the score examination link is available. You all just click it on and enroll and complete your score, and yes, your preparation for NEET examination, right? And और एक चीज़ है, दिवाली का तोहफा. Diwali is over, but Diwali week is there, and Diwali, I don't know. Hi guys, I'm 6th class, but I am having brother's phone. Definitely score examination grade 3 से grade 13 का कोई भी लिख सकते हैं. Understand? You can write anybody. And one more important, NEET 2025 All India Test Series pack. It is a Diwali gift to you all. Why it is? 24 AITS examination papers, 20 full syllabus mock test, and 25 topic wise PYQs, and 3 PCB books with video solutions on app, performance reports, and benchmarking with Sri Chaitanya students. It was at 5,999. And for Diwali, you all given just enroll by applying the coupon code YouTube 50 off. Simply use this YouTube 50 off, तभी आपको मिलेगा 2,999. इतना सस्ता, flat 50% discount. Ready for that? And without delay, we'll start with biomolecules. So let's discuss about the biomolecules. I noticed everything. And biomolecules. Let's start biomolecules. Just give a minute. Before going for that, just take a snapshot of this YouTube 50 off. Okay, and you are going to get this NEET ranker booster, that is for 2,999. Just 1 minute. आगे बढ़ेंगे. हमारा बायोमोलिक्यूल्स क्या? सो बायोलॉजी is a living system. So living system is a collection of millions of chemical reactions that are taking place in the living system. In the living system, these chemical reactions are called biochemical reactions. In these biochemical reactions, the molecules that are involved in the biochemical reactions are called biomolecules. Yeah, now I'll give the phone to my brother. You give it. Come on. It's okay. No spamming, my dear students. Please come on and participate in biomolecules. So in the biomolecules, you are going to get one question from NEET examination. Definitely, for sure, and mostly from the carbohydrate chemistry. So that will rush into that without any delay here. First biomolecules list आपको दे रहा हूँ. Carbohydrates, amino acids, proteins, nucleic acids. Vallabha Mohan, 647, not 652. No. 647, not 652, 652 only. So Vallabha Mohan, and nucleic acids and vitamins and hormones are recently introduced in the syllabi, and we'll go into that. All details about this. Let's talk about the carbohydrates. What are carbohydrates? So the carbohydrates are principally plant products and are a part of extremely large group of naturally occurring organic compounds. The most naturally occurring organic compound is cellulose. It is nothing but a carbohydrate. Okay, and cane sugar, you have glucose, you have starch, you have various examples. You can say sugar, glucose, starch, and are few examples of carbohydrates. And general formula is going to be CH2O n times, and hydrated form of carbon is said to be carbohydrate. This is not actually the technical definition of the carbohydrate. and the most abundant carbohydrate in the living system, in the nature. You tell me in the chart box. Tell me in the chart box, most abundant carbohydrate in the nature. That's a cellulose. Okay, that's a cellulose. Okay, let's talk about carbohydrates. Are generally hydrates of carbon, which is where the name is derived. So, but carbohydrates on hydrolysis produce polyhydroxyaldehydes and ketones. So that I just want to say polyhydroxyaldehydes and ketones and their derivatives are called polyhydroxyaldehydes and ketones, and their derivatives are called carbohydrates, and this carbohydrate is supposed to be optically active. So I just want to say the definition of the carbohydrates are the optically active polyhydroxyaldehydes and ketones, and their derivatives are called carbohydrates. Okay. And say the carbohydrates, the carbohydrates, the classification, they are classified as monosaccharides, oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. Saccharides means a sugar, and the monosaccharide means when the carbohydrate on hydrolysis do not give further sugar molecules, they are called monohydrates. They contain only one sugar in it. Oligosaccharide, they are short fragments of the simple sugars or monosaccharides. The sugars which are on hydrolysis gives 2 or 3 sugar molecules, they are called oligosaccharides. Oligo means a few, and polysaccharides, the sugars which are on hydrolysis gives many sugar molecules, they are called polysaccharides. And simple sugars and galactose, fructose, ribose, deoxyribose and glucose. Where do you find these sugars? Where do you find these sugars? Ribose and deoxyribose you can see in the DNA and RNA structures, and the glucose it is also a blood sugar, right? And on oligosaccharides you can see sucrose and lactose. Sucrose is sugar, cane sugar, you can say lactose, and milk sugar, maltose, malt sugar, raffinose, and polysaccharides you can say starch and glycogen and cellulose. These are all the various sugar classification. Monosaccharides made with 1 sugar moieties and 2 to 10 sugar moieties more than polysaccharides. Poly means many sugar molecules in that. Okay, in this you can say carbohydrates, classification of carbohydrates in that on the basis of physical characteristics. On the basis of physical characteristics you can say sugar, the characteristic sugar, crystalline substances, taste sweet. The saccharides, taste sweet, are called sugars and readily dissolved in the water, and it is crystalline in nature. Because of the fixed molecular weight, sugars have a sharp melting point. And a few examples, glucose, fructose, sucrose and lactose comes under this category. And also non-sugar, non-sugar, they are amorphous, they don't have sharp melting point and boiling point, and they are not sweet, and they are water insoluble, just like starch comes under this category. And also you can say on the basis of hydrolysis, you can you can classify these sugars as monosaccharides. Mono means 1, oligosaccharides, oligo means a few, and polysaccharides means many. The sugar which on hydrolysis further cannot be hydrolyzed is called monosaccharides, and the carbohydrates that can be hydrolyzed only once to break down into simpler units of polyhydroxyaldehydes and ketone is called monosaccharides. I mean to say जो शुगर है फर्दर हाइड्रोलाइज नहीं कर सकते, ये मोनोसैकेराइड बनेगा. सो ये मोनोसैकेराइड में सिर्फ एक ही सिंपल शुगर रहेगा. एंड एग्जांपल शुगर, and in that you have number of carbons. अगर ये मोनोसैकेराइड में 3 कार्बन होगा तो ट्रायोज बनेगा, 4 कार्बन होगा तो टेट्रोज, ओके, 5 कार्बन हो तो पेंटोज, एंड 6 कार्बन इट इज सेड टू बी हेक्सोज. So triose is glyceraldehyde, tetrose erythrose, pentose ribose is an hexose, and hexose is it's a glucose का structure है वाला. And you all just follow these structures. I am going to give you the trick to write these structures as well. And you can see here Fischer projection of D aldoses. What is the D sugar? Focus on what is concept is going on. Vallabh Mohan, you want to present something. Sanya, hello. Vallabh Mohan, you please focus on the context. You don't have to just focus on the other context which is not actually admissible. Okay. So, your charting imposes as if the infinity lane is given the false information to the student, which is not actually correct. Okay, depending upon the hall ticket number that is we presented is given the correct marks, again is the rank. Okay, so avoid that and focus on the lecture that is going on. Arpita Jaiswal, good afternoon, and Sanya Chaurasia, how are you? Sanya, I think you attended my previous classes, right? Okay. Okay, anyways, what is the meaning of D aldose? जैसे कि ये ग्लिसराल्डिहाइड स्ट्रक्चर ये फिशर पकड़ा हुआ, एंड अकॉर्डिंग टू द फिशर दिस इज द कायरल सेंटर. ये ग्लिसराल्डिहाइड स्ट्रक्चर के हिसाब से OH group on the right side of the Fischer projection formula is said to be D series compounds, है ना? And if the OH group is there on the left side, that is called L series compounds, and D doesn't indicate that is a dextro, L doesn't indicate that is a levo. Actually that is a misconcept that students will have. To avoid that, you follow this. And a diglyceride iska ek carbon hanada, so you are going to get erythrose and a triose. Erythro isomer means 2 OH group on the same side, trio isomer means 2 OH group on the opposite side. Erythro and trio isomers, and erythrose gives rise ribose, arabinose, and triose gives rise lexose and xylose. Okay, in that if you go ahead, you are going to see one chiral carbon. You can see one chiral carbon, this is one chiral carbon, this is 2 chiral carbons. So you are going to have 3 chiral carbons. So you are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 chiral carbons. So how many isomers it can have? How many isomers it can have? Number of stereoisomers is equal to the power n, that is equal to the power 4. 2 to the power 4 is equal total 16 isomers can be possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 sugars, 1 with D and L. So 2 into 8, 16 isomers are possible. So this is the version of learning chemistry biomolecules. So you all can able to hear me? Sanya? Right. Very good. Devansh, how are you? Come on, no response from your side. So very good information I have given. Sanya Chaurasia, Arpit Jaiswal. Let's talk about so ketosis. So far we were talking about aldose. Aldehyde containing sugar is called aldose, and now I want to talk about the ketone containing sugar, ketosis. Dihydroxyacetone is not at all a sugar because this is optically inactive. So in order to say sugar to be a compound to be sugar, carbohydrate, it should be optically active. So when dihydroxyacetone is given to erythrulose, and it gives rise ribose, ribulose and xylulose, and you have fructose, sorbose, tagalose. So fructose is an important compound. Okay, fructose is an important compound. In that carbohydrates, oligosaccharides, the sugars on hydrolysis produce two or more sugar molecule monosaccharides. On hydrolysis they are called oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharide means if you, oligo means if you. So they can be a disaccharide, they can be a trisaccharide, they can be a tetrasaccharide, like that they are called oligosaccharides. In that oligosaccharide you have disaccharides, the sugar which on hydrolysis gives rise two simple sugar molecules are called disaccharides. Example, maltose, sucrose, lactose comes under this category. Okay, and sucrose on hydrolysis gives rise glucose and fructose, maltose on hydrolysis gives rise glucose, and lactose on hydrolysis gives glucose and galactose. Sanya, right? And let's talk about trisaccharides, the sugar which on hydrolysis. Yeah. Is my voice is audible? Is my voice is audible? Please confirm. Just a minute. Yeah, is my voice is audible? Please confirm. Yes, Arpita Jaiswal. Yes, talking about trisaccharides, the sugar which is soluble, which is on hydrolysis gives rise three simple sugars are called trisaccharides. Is my voice is pretty clear now? Please confirm. Please confirm. Yeah, right. So then example is raffinose comes under this. An example of trisaccharide is raffinose. That's good, nice. Let's see. And raffinose on hydrolysis gives glucose, galactose and fructose. Mind it, raffinose, the term is there in the NCERT. And what is the product? What is the product that can be asked in the NEET examination? That can be asked in the NEET examination, right? Okay, let's go ahead. And also polysaccharides, the sugar which on hydrolysis gives plenty of monosaccharides, more than 10 sugar moieties are called as polysaccharides. The well known polysaccharides are going to be starch. So the starch on hydrolysis gives rise n number of glucose. Starch, okay, starch, glycogen comes under this category. And also let's talk about, on the basis of the test with reagents like Benedict's, Tollens and Fehling solution, the sugars are broadly classified into this reducing sugar and non-reducing sugar. The sugar which can react, which can reduce Tollens reagent or Fehling solution or Benedict solution, they are called as Tollens reducing sugars. Okay, all monosaccharides are reducing sugars, just simply a trick for you. And they have free aldehyde group or a ketone group, that is the first criteria, and these have the ability to reduce. Okay, and example, and they should have free hemiacetal linkage as well. Free hemiacetal linkage as well. So all these example include maltose, lactose, millibiose, gintibiose, cellobiose, manotrioses, raminotrioses, and all monosaccharides are reducing sugars, mind it. And also non-reducing sugar do not react with Benedict's, Tollens and Fehling solution. So this is called non-reducing sugars, which includes aldehyde. फ्री aldehyde group उसमें नहीं रहते हैं क्योंकि structure modification हिसाब से they are going to form ring structures where you don't have free hemiacetal linkage. अगर acetal linkage होगा तो reducing नहीं होगा, acetal linkage होगा तो hemiacetal linkage होगा तो reducing हो सकता है. उसमें you can see sucrose, starch are good examples for that. And also classification of aldoses. In the given chemical formula symbol, D and L. So which indicates that D refers to D series sugars, L refers to L series of sugars. According to the OH group present in the Fischer projection formula, on the OH on the right side it is a D sugar, OH in the left side is called L sugar, right? Can you tell ITOR clearly? I don't understand your language there. टेस्ट सीरीज प्रोवाइड्स करते हैं क्या? हाँ, टेस्ट सीरीज है, हमारा पास टेस्ट सीरीज है बेटा, आपको दिखा दिया ना. हाँ, टेस्ट सीरीज है, ये वाला है हमारा टेस्ट सीरीज. सानिया चौरासिया देखते हैं, you can see the test series. Already we discussed about that. You can buy the test series pack. It is just simply 2999. ये सब चीज आपको मिलेगा ना, सभी का सभी. सानिया चौरासिया, लेकिन अब ये YouTube 50 ऑफ कूपन कोड एंटर करना पड़ता है उसमें, ठीक है. एक थम्स अप पण फायर मुझे कम से कम. आगे बढ़ते हैं. सारे के सारे टॉपिक्स मॉड्यूलेट करके टेस्ट सीरीज बना हुआ उसमें है ना. हाँ बेटा. सो लेट अस गो हेड with the class where we are in the classification. In the classification of all doses. In the classification of all doses, okay, thank you Chaurasia. So classification of all doses, D stands here, D stands here, dextro nahi hai, levo nahi hai. D stands here, OH group on the right side in the Fischer projection formula, and OH in the left side, that is what you say, it is a levo, right? Levo nahi hai, left side. Okay, so let's talk about in this D-glyceraldehyde, this OH group is on the right side on the Fischer projection formula, that is called D-glyceraldehyde. If this OH group in the left side, that is called L-glyceraldehyde, pair of C2 epimers. बहुत ही ईजी है, बहुत ही ईजी है, लेकिन उसमें स्टीरियो केमिस्ट्री जो आता है ना, वो थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट लग रहे हैं. सुरेश कुमार, गुड आफ्टरनून. And epimers, ये epimers क्या? Epimers are the pair of stereoisomers. Okay, they are pair of diastereomers which differ only by one stereogenic center other than C1 or carbonyl carbon. They are called epimers. Then you talk about this structure and this structure and this structure. ये दोनों का क्या फर्क पड़ता है? So carbon atom number 2, 3, 4 and 5, and these two are going to be C2 epimers. C2 में फर्क आ रहे हैं. Okay, OH group in this is in the left side, in this compound OH group is in the right side. Okay, and also you can say anomer, cyclic monosaccharides. So anomerism, anomers are the pair of diastereomers which differ only on C1 carbon. So Arpita Jaiswal, YouTube से little bit confused है. So वो जो लिंक है ना, ये लिंक में पूरा डिटेल सबको पता चलेगा. ठीक है अर्पिता जायसवाल, ठीक है बेटा, अगर कुछ डाउट है ना तो पूछ लीजिए. Now you can see this glucopyranose, a glucose in the ring structure, it is called as the pyranose ring structure. उसी स्ट्रक्चर में OH group is on the downward, that is called alpha D glucopyranose है बेटा. If that same structure OH group on the upside, that is called beta D glucopyranose. Okay, right. So these two actually are in the equilibrium state. Okay, right. Arpita Jaiswal, very good, nice. And these are called anomers, and a representation of structure of glucose and fructose, open chain structure Fischer projection formula. D glucose. First let us talk about this. This is D glucose. हमका structure कैसा सीखेंगे. So simply Fisher projection formula है. ये vertical line लिखना. सब मेरे साथ आप सीखना. CH4 is the first carbon atom. CH2OH is the sixth carbon atom, and this is the first carbon atom. Second, third, fourth, fifth, ये वाला है आपका sixth. First carbon atom OH, okay. Second carbon atom OH on the right side. Third carbon atom OH on the left side, and सबका OH groups on the right side except the third one. So this is what you can say. It is a D glucose. This is a D glucose. ठीक है. And let us talk about the fructose is the ketohexose. And हमारा ये D glucose के काम ज़्यादा चलेगा, है ना? Right. So let's talk about the D symbolizes the comparative configuration of C5 का. So D and L किस चीज़ का वजह से लिखा? C5 का हिसाब से. And it's the L glucose सिर्फ OH left side लिखना. Okay. And it doesn't mean that they do not mention that it is a dextrorotatory and a levorotatory. Dextro means plus, levo means minus. Okay. Cyclic structure of glucose. Let's talk about the cyclic structure of glucose. When you talk about the cyclic structure of glucose, let us see. This is your glucose, C double bond O. This is the first carbon atom. Second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth, CH2OH, and you are having a OH over here and H and OH over here and H, OH over here and H, OH over here and H. You see, this is the first carbon, second carbon, third carbon, fourth carbon, fifth carbon, sixth carbon. So this is the open chain structure of this glucose. In this open chain structure, the OH group, the lone pair of the OH group act as a nucleophile. This is going to internally attack the nucleophilic reaction. As a result of this, it is going to give a cyclic structure like this. Direct cyclic structure आपको बना के देना चाहता हूँ. So it is going to be O minus and H. It is going to be CH2OH, and it is going to be OH, and it is H, OH, and H, and OH, and H, and OH, and H. If you see, this is the oxygen is coming in between these two as an internal hemiacetal linkage, and it is going to be OH. So this is called cyclic structure of the glucose. So if you check this carbon atom number again, if you talk about the carbon atom number again, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. Okay? So there are 6 carbon atoms, they are there, and along with one oxygen. 5 carbon atoms and 1 oxygen atom become a cyclic structure, my dear children. So this is your oxygen, and it is linked to, you see how magic the chemistry is. है ना? Now this is the first carbon. So for your convenience sake, फिर भी इसका नंबर देना चाहता हूँ my dear बच्चों. 1 number, 2 number, 3 number, 4 number, 5 number and 6 number का है. So that you are going to see the CH2OH, and this is so C1 OH group is on this right side. So write downward, and C2 OH group is on the right side, right downward, and C3 OH group on the left side, right upward. See how tricky it is. C4 OH group on the downward, and C5. carries CH2OH. If this is the case, its structure resembles like this. So, this is the simplest structure of the glucose that you can write. That is carefully you see OH, and it is going to be OH, and this is going to be OH, and this is going to be OH, and CH2OH. So this structure, what you can say as alpha D glucose. This is what is alpha D glucose. This is what you can, the ring structure of the glucose. Any doubt? Any doubt? So, how the open chain structure become a ring structure, my dear children? Beautiful, right? You take a snapshot of this, make it fast. So, now let us talk about carbohydrates. They are said to be polyhydroxy aldehydes, classification based on hydrolysis, monosaccharides, everything we have seen, right? Apimers, anomers and mutarotation. This is very important. This is very important. आज के क्लास में आपको पता करने वाले what is mutarotation. Change in specific rotation of optically active compound when dissolved in the solution is called mutarotation. So, all monosaccharides, they exist in the open chain structure and ring structure. So, there will be an equilibrium in the solution. So, they show the change in optical activity. That is what you call it as a mutarotation. Beta D glucose is more stable compared to alpha D glucose, since all OH groups are in the equatorial position of the hexagonal ring structure. This point is a noteworthy point for the NEET examination. Okay, and also in solution, beta D glucose and alpha D glucose both are in at equilibrium, so that the change in the optical activity. And also mutarotation, if you talk about alpha D glucose and beta D glucose, alpha D glucose 37% optical rotation is plus 112, and beta D glucose it is going to be plus 18.7. When in the aqueous solution, the open chain form there in equilibrium, and this form equilibrium, they exist in 57 point some value, you are going to get it. So, that change in optical activity is called as mutarotation, because these ring structures change their structure in the aqueous solution and they exist in dynamic equilibrium. This phenomena is known as mutarotation. The change in these structures in the solution is witnessed by the optical activity. Okay, all monosaccharides are reducing sugars, and the ring form of the any hexagon monohexoses are showing mutarotation. Fine. Now, let us see one more preparation of glucose. We will quickly go into the reactions of glucose, and here glucose is prepared by the hydrolysis of a starch or fructose, sucrose. So, you can see chemical reactions of glucose. So, let us talk about glucose has one aldehyde group and one primary alcohol group in it. So, that and 4 secondary alcohols. You see the structure of glucose. Okay. In this structure of glucose, acetylation of glucose is one reaction. You can see, let us consider CHO, and it is CH2OH, जहाँ पर OH group है. When you treat with acetic anhydride, okay, you are going to see the formation of pentaacetate, glucose pentaacetate. So, CH3, C double bond O, you can write this with different colors as well, so that you people exactly understand what is going to be. CH3, C double bond O, acetic anhydride. This acetic anhydride when react with glucose, this is an acid, react with OH group, so it is an acetyl ester linkages. So going to get glucose pentacetate. Glucose pentacetate में क्या होगा? CHO, CH2OH and OH. You see, learn chemistry in a tactics way. That tricks I am going to give you. जहाँ पर फ्री OH है वहाँ पर आपका एसिटाइलेशन होगा, फ्री OH एसिटाइलेशन होगा, free OH acetylation होगा. So that here acetylation is going to be, here acetylation is going to be, here acetylation is going to be, here acetylation is going to be. Like that, if you go with this acetylation, so acetyl group I just want to write OAC, this is OAC and this is going to be OAC and this is going to be OAC. So this is going to be OAC. So this is what I mean to say, glucose pentacetate. This reaction is the evidence that the providing presence of 5 OH groups. Assertion, reasoning type questions, NEET examination, everybody can understand. So simply looking at the book and reading the questions and reading the reactions doesn't make the sense. This is the way you have to prepare for the examination. Are you ready for that? Clear? And also glucose reacts with hydroxylamine and adds up 1 mole of hydrogen cyanide to form the cyanohydrin. So that you are going to get, this is your glucose hydroxylamine, you are going to get glucose monoxide. And also glucose react with HCN, you are going to get glucose cyanohydrin. These two reactions are indicating me that there is an aldehyde group in this structure of the glucose. So the above reactions validate the occurrence of a carbonyl group in the glucose. So statement 1 and statement 2 type of questions are important for the carbohydrate chemistry in the NEET examination. Dear children, hope you are understanding clear. Right. Arpita Jaiswal, Sanya Chaurashia, Suresh Kumar. Okay. Any doubt you please mention in the chat box. Any doubt please mention in the chat box. Okay. Let's go ahead with ammonical silver nitrate solution. Whenever glucose is treated with ammonical silver nitrate, means Tollens reagent. So this Tollens reagent, this is your glucose CHO, CH2OH, and it is going to be OH, OH, OH and OH when it is treated with the ammonical silver nitrate solution. This CHO group is going to be oxidized, so that you are going to get gluconic acid. You are going to get gluconic acid. This is the one I want to say, it is a gluconic acid. Okay. Arjun, right. Very nice. Okay. And this is the glucose. It is treated with a mild oxidizing agent. Bromine water is a mild oxidizing agent. This is a mild oxidizing agent. So when you use mild oxidizing agent, only one aldehyde group is going to be oxidized, that is called as gluconic acid. That is what you say, gluconic acid. This reaction is asked twice in the previous medical entrance examination. When nitric acid is used, it is a strong oxidizing agent, strong oxidizing agent. When you use a strong oxidizing agent, you are going to get both aldehyde group and a primary alcoholic group is oxidized. So that you can say the glucaric acid or glucosaccharic acid. Glucosaccharic acid. The name is very important, Arjun. Okay. and Arpita, Sanya, Suresh Kumar, Devanshu. So you see how the class has been driven in a lengthy marathon way, right? The सेट सीरीज का लेवल टफ है, मीडियम है. अर्पिता जायसवाल, हमारा जो इन्फिनिटी लर्न का टेस्ट सीरीज है ना, ये नीट स्टैंडर्ड का ही होता है ना? नीट स्टैंडर्ड क्या होता है बेटा? एनी डाउट? APSG, what is the meaning of APSG? What is Arpita? Okay, no. What is APSG? I don't know. Okay, let us talk about the आगे बढ़ते reactions के लिए. And on prolonged heating with HI, glucose forms N-hexane, indicating that all 6 carbon atoms are same. So I just want to say glucose, this is your glucose, so CHO, short reaction ever, OH, OH and OH and OH. When it is reacted with HI in red phosphorus, that is important, you are going to get CH3, CH2 and CH3. N-hexane is formed, okay? And on prolonged heating with HI with red phosphorus, glucose forms N-hexane, which indicates all carbon atoms are linearly arranged. And one more important point is, when D-glucose reacted with phenyl hydrazine, this is your phenyl hydrazine, it is an oxidizing agent. This phenyl hydrazine, it is going to get phenyl hydrazone. One more phenyl hydrazine is used to give rise glucosazone. So very important point for NEET examination, total 3 moles of phenyl hydrazone इस्तेमाल किया जाएगा. So that's very important as far this reaction part is concerned, है ना? Clear? So when you study the reaction ऐसा दिखता है, लेकिन ये reaction में कुछ चीज़ होता है. पहला जो glucose hydrazine is formed and और एक mole, this is going to be oxidized and और एक mole और एक phenyl hydrazine. You understand, Arjun? So that is the way you need to inculcate in studying this. Okay, D-glucose सबका reactions एक ही shot में आपको देना चाहता हूँ. Okay, Arjun, ready? Suresh Kumar, Arpita, Sanya. Okay, Arjun, come on. So glucose, you are going to get 6-deoxy D-glucose is formed. Okay, on oxidation of C6 position, you are going to get gluconic acid, glucuronic acid or aldonic acid. Okay, and you are going to get nucleic. These two can be drawn in the Haworth projection also. And also you can see reduction of anomeric carbon, you are going to get sorbitol and aldotriol, it is a hexanol. Okay, and also replace with phosphate group, you are going to get glucose 6 phosphate. This glucose 6 phosphate actively participate in the glycolysis. Remember glycolysis and oxidation of C1, you are going to get aldehyde into carboxylic acid, that is called gluconic acid. Gluconic acid अलग है, glucuronic acid अलग है, glucosaccharic acid भी अलग है. And also you are going to have replaced with one sulfate, so glucose hydrogen sulfate, glucose 4 sulfate is formed. Also you can say replace with NH3, glucosamine is formed. Like that, glucose can have n number of applications in other derivatives of the glucose molecules. Okay, so that is the actually summary of this. Some disaccharides you have maltose, glucose and glucose, alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage, this is otherwise called malt sugar, you have 2 units of glucose and C1 to C4 glycosidic linkage is seen. So, and one more, sucrose. Sucrose is made with alpha D glucose and alpha D fructose. You are going to have a glycosidic linkage C1 to C1 to 4. Okay, beta glycosidic linkage for the fructose, both link at C1 carbon atom. Okay, and also the levorotatory system, the total sugar is dextrorotatory. On hydrolysis, the fructose part is going to have strong minus levo effect, so the resultant solution is going to be a levo itself. So dextrose becomes levo, that is what you call it is levulose sugar. So this optical rotation due to hydrolysis takes place, so it is called as inversion in the configuration. So you can say invert sugar. Sucrose is otherwise called invert sugar. Lactose, you can say beta D glucose and beta D galactose 1 to 4 linkage, it's called milk sugar. And also starch. Starch is made up of n number of glucose molecules linked with alpha 1,4 linkages. Starch consists of amylose and amylose pectin. Amylose is a linear polymer and amylopectin is a branched polymer. In this branched polymer, this is amylose 1,4 linkages and amylopectin, and you have 1,6 linkage. So starch contains both components. Okay, and glycosan, it is a structure similar to amylopectin, but a degree of branching is more, so that we can say it is an animal sugar. It is the storage carbohydrate present in the animal tissue. Largely it is there in the liver and muscle tissue of the human beings. Okay, you all studied all these things in the biology. Remember, biomolecules hai biology mein. And also cellulose, you have beta 1,4 glycosidic linkage. The most abundant naturally occurring organic substance in the nature is your cellulose, you know. And you have many more carbohydrates, various types. For you, a simple representation: glucose, fructose, sucrose, lactose, maltose, starch, glycose and cellulose, and their type and reducing and non-reducing, and the hydrolysis units and the type of linkage is present. On a single slide, everything is present. Everybody take a snapshot of this so that it can be used as a reference material to you guys, so that you can really do the best for your examination. Ready? And hope today you enjoyed the session like anything. Arjun, Arpita and Sanya Chaurashia, Arpita Jaishwal, Suresh and everybody, hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and you please like the session and share with your friends and subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. So we'll meet with more stuff in the next upcoming classes. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Signing off, Suresh.